deal with. Alright, so I'm still not really completely up to speed on what I'm supposed to be doing in the draft here. Flare Fiend. When this is dealt damage, it deals 2 damage to you. But it's 2 for a 3/2 and has speed. Seems like it's not that great. Wait, okay, here's where we go. When a champion discards a card, bury cards on top of each opposing deck equal to the discarded card's cost. So I could play some sort of Blood Sapphire discard, I guess. I could try that. I just don't know how much discard is in here. I looked through some of the cards. I can try it. We can see what happens. I don't think it's going to be very good. Last time I just did a Ruby Diamond aggro deck and that worked pretty well. But we can try it. Some sort of Sapphire Blood discard control deck. Control is probably not that great in this format though. Alright. Draw 3 cards, lose 3 health. Diamond might also be an option here to get some healing. So I get to Fate Weave every time I play something bigger than that. That's okay, I guess. I'm really like reading a lot of these cards. That's going to be, that'll table. So I don't think we have to worry about that. Draw 3 cards, lose 3 health. Looks like that's the card we're picking up here because all the rest of the cards are kind of not impressive. So I guess as long as we get some healing, we're okay, right? Bury the top 4 cards of my deck, then reveal a random card from my crypt and put it in my hand. It's okay, I guess, if I want to go into Wild. Blood Sapphire Wild. I think they want you to play 3 shards is really what they want. 1/1. Discard a card, it gains flight. There's another Misfortune. Deal 3 damage to each opposing champion. Just not seeing a lot that makes me want to actually try to do this card right now. I guess I'll try to go with some wild. Yeah, a Blood Wild Sapphire deck. Troop Laser Crypt, summon a Blight Burster. Okay. Create a Grand Squirrel Titan, put it in your hand. Blood Sapphire Wild looks pretty good so far. When a champion discarded, bury cards each opposing. So even when I discard cards, I bury cards off the top of their deck. So that means this forge, this guy will work with this card. Battles opposing troop. Sapphire Wild. I think we want this guy actually. Yeah, I think we actually want that. We want these guys because that's the combo, right? 4 cards in your crypt, put it in the deck, play it, draw a card. That's kind of cool. Discard a card and gets flight. I'm going to pick this up and then we'll just keep getting stuff where we discard our own cards or when we discard our opponent's cards. And we'll just see what we can do. Like, I don't think it's going to be hard to get a lot of these rummagers. I don't think people are going to be, that's going to be a high pick. We will need to get some sort of life gaining. Life drain could be useful if we put it on something else with fusion. Fuse 2 things together. This looks like some nice control pieces for us. Yeah, we want this guy. Random opposing troops get smaller. Sure, that seems good. The problem is, how many times can we realistically do it? Maybe 3 times in a game, tops. We're lucky to do it twice, honestly. But if we get multiple scavengers, that could be reasonably good. Spoil could be useful. Depends how many X1s I see. This is kind of a big deal for the deck that we're doing. Cost 4 to make it happen, though. I'm a little bit worried about that. But opposing champion discards a card, deals 3 damage. That's plus more. Blood and Sapphire. That's not bad. That's 2 of our things that we need. This guy just seems bad. Put reveal card in your hand. Put the remaining cards into your deck. That doesn't do what we want. We want this. Fix some fixing and even card draw, really. Take the 1 misfortune because I know it was gonna table. This is probably more of a reserves card. It comes in a another matchup where there's a little bit of control going on. We don't have 2 shards that we get out of that one, so that's not useful for us. We are in Ruby. A second misfortune. A primal prism is a little bit more high on my priority list. With 3 shards, we need the primal prism. Really need it. Rebirth. This guy's a chump blocker. This seems a little bit more exciting though, this sucker punch. +2/+2 flight and battle a troop. That could be pretty amazing. For removal. There's not that much stuff with spell shield, so ruby and diamond, so we just counterpick a body that's good. We probably don't want to deal with this entrepreneur or this guy. This guy might actually be a little bit better. I'd rather not deal with that guy if I had the choice. So strike's always good. Oh, well, we'll see. We've got some wild things. Ready a troop against lethal. That's always a good solid piece. Grapes of Wrath would be good if we were aggro, but we're really not aggro with this deck. So the control piece would be the Stinkhorn Soup. We do need troops. And we'll pick up the Grapes of Wrath here, but we probably won't play it. Yeah, I'm sure there's an aggro deck that plays like, that just wants all the Grapes of Wrath that it can get. Revert a troop from -1/-1 is pretty amazing. It's a main deck card because it reverts troops, which is always good. Choose a troop, make it bigger, and cost +2. Okay. Blood and Sapphire, which happen to be our shards. So champion choose an action, artifact, constant, or troop that champion discards a card of the chosen type. Interesting. So this really works better if I've actually seen their hand, where that's where Misfortune is good. It's a 2/3. It's probably not going to happen that often. Choosing to discard a non-resource card. This would probably be better for us. It'll probably table though. The Misfortune definitely will. We are in Ruby, although we can get to Ruby if we need to for this. So maybe hopefully we'll see False Confession come back to us. Yeah, I'm okay with picking up this guy though. He's playable, I guess. He's a flyer, so gets +1/+1. We are in diamond anyways. Sapphire and wild. Sap. Fusion and spell shield. So we can make a spell shield life drainer that costs 6. We can make a life draining. Rise gets random boon. Spell shield life drain seems pretty amazing. Oh, never. Well, yeah. We can't play this. That's Ruby. We don't have a lot of troops yet. Plus, having this guy with the battling, I think, is going to be important. So, yeah, let's go ahead and make that troop happen. Target troop from your crypt into your hand. That's a big deal. We definitely want this guy. I want one of these eventually, I think, but it's not high on my list. Flight is okay. Transform target opposing card into ice blocks. I had someone use this against me, and I guess if we were a little bit faster or aggro, I would be a little bit more on the train to pick it up, but I don't know. It doesn't seem that great. Ruby shard, wild shard, no. Diamond shard, wild shard, no. So I like my choice, I think. Plus he's socketable. Socketable miner, but still it's pretty good. 2 lucky coins, put them in your hand. Destroy target troop, interrupt target troop. Oh yeah, we definitely want this. This is amazing. Yep, that's definitely the pick here. Boop, boop, boop. Not that one. Not that one. Oracle Song is reasonably good. I just don't think I'm going to have a lot of troops to target with this Moss Ox by the time I play him. Horned Giraffe is another one of those cards that just never got playable. So yeah, I think we go with Oracle Song here. Diamond Shard, nope. Blood or Sapphire Shard, maybe we want this. Yeah, let's take that. We do have a lot of card draw already. Yeah, let's get that. The fixing will be nice. Discard another card. Target troop gets +3/+3. That does what we want to do. Ooh, well, that one costs a lot though. -6 for 6. Yeah. I'd probably pick up a spoil before I picked up that card. There's a verdict. This is okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. My Sweet Baxter says the -6 is expensive but good against Rebirth. I don't, like I said, I haven't. I'm using OBS because I can't pay for XSplit right now with all the personal stuff I've got going on. That's why I'm in this situation. Scavenger's good, I think. Blood or Diamond, that's not really what we have. Yeah, we want the Scavenger for sure. So yeah, I haven't moved my OBS. I don't know if I can do some of the things I can do with XSplit with OBS where I can have the chat overlaid. I'm sure you can do it. I just have to spend the time to look up how to do it. It's sad because I already have everything set up for XSplit, but Blood or Diamond, no. Costs money to stream, that's for sure. Probably want this Nature Rains. It's probably the most solid card here that we can get. Yeah, it's a reserves card, but still, that's, you know, it's a solid card, right? Ah, there we go. There's that False Confession. It's probably what we want here. Yeah, I don't like the nature of that one. This guy seems interesting. I think we want this Interrupt, though. It's because I can get Ruby with what I have. I think this one gets me Ruby, too. So if I have this in hand and I already have my thresholds met, then I can pick up Ruby as well. We probably want fixing here. Blast Off could be interesting with our Spell Shield Life Drainer that we're going to make out of our fusion cards. I think we could pick it up later. I think we want one of these. Let's see, Sapphire and Wild and Blood and Wild. And we have Blood and Sapphire. I think we want Sapphire and Wild here. Yeah, maybe Blood and Blood, maybe the Blood. Yeah, the Blood. It's like, he comes down to it. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 health, discard a card, this gains flight. Oh, there's another False Confession. Yeah, I like that. I like this. I think I like the False Confession better, though. It's just solid, you know. It only interrupts troops, I guess, so I do have to think about that. Maybe just 2 is like the max, so we'll probably main deck 1 and have 1 in reserves. Something like that. Hey, what's going on, Yassi? Tell me what I'm doing wrong, Yassi. I'm sure he's already got the whole format figured out. Yassi's probably, again, still one of the best drafters in Hex, just because of the sheer amount of time drafts that he plays. I think we want this ambusher because he's quick troop. We can use him to trade with. Just perfection. Yeah, he's mocking me right now. um, maybe that one if we need to clean up a troop. I'm still not on board with this Moss Ox. It seems bad. I just feel like the Moss Ox is like, by the time I play him, what troops am I going to have in hand? Hopefully none. I mean, that's really what we want. Verdict here. Yeah, we can pick up a Blood Shard and deck thin with this, but yeah, I guess we could take that, sure. Destroy target constant. We don't have any constants. We're not really that worried about this guy, but he's more playable than the Bastion. Bastion used to be playable when humans was a big deal back in like set 2. Set 2? Set 3? I don't know, one of those. We're going to leave this guy up to help someone out in Ruby, kind of just push him out of our shards a little bit. And that one doesn't matter. Oh, well, that's too bad. Well, then that's less useful for me. That's way less useful. We got lucky again. Other troops you control get lethal and feral this turn. This is probably our pick. Can't be blocked by fewer than, yeah, this is definitely the freaking holy cow. We couldn't have asked for a better pick here. Is double blood. Opposing troops get -1/-1. Unfortunately, we're not going to get this guy. He's not going to come back to us. That's what we're giving up in this pack. Sacrifice a troop. This gets rebirth. That's not really that interesting. This is okay for what we're doing, but it's really expensive. I wish it cost. If it cost 4, it would have been a little bit more reasonable. Yeah, we've already got our guy that we're gonna do fusion with. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do our like the fusion, Dragon Ball Z style, We already have one of these. I don't know that I want to have 2 of those. We've got 2 of these. I think that's enough. Maybe if someone's heavy removal, that's okay. Lethal could be okay, but I don't know what else I would fuse it with. Right now we're just doing that life drain, whatever fusion. Diamond and ruby is bad. Wild and diamond is not what we're looking for. That Core to Souls seems really bad, but it doesn't table, which is interesting to me. It doesn't table as much. I mean, I almost want to counterpick like this Frost Spasm or something. Frost Spasm is pretty good. I guess I'll take the Spell Shield. Yeah, I guess. All right, fine. We'll take this so no one else can use it, but we're not gonna play 2 of those. That's just too dangerous to me. Put up to 4 target cards equipped in their deck. Yeah, I'm really excited to try maybe one of these. I mean, maybe main decked. I don't know. We'll see what kind of space we have. Revert 3 cards. Especially because we can throw removal back into our deck, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I think I want this guy. This guy could be really powerful too. This guy's probably better than the Moon Song, isn't he? I might see another Moon Song. The Moss Geyser is probably way better. It feels like you could revert, you could trade with it. It's only a 3/3, but still, the things you can do with it are pretty ridiculous. It says 3 target cards, so it's like anything. And it could be my stuff or my opponent's stuff. This guy's got a little bit more utility than the Moon Song, I think. The Moon Song is like payoff later in the match if you aren't dead by then. So choose and discards a non-resource card. Maybe. This seems bad though, unless I had a ton of them. It's probably not that good for what we're doing. We already have our Misfortune. We don't need more than one of those. And we won't main deck it anyways. This is pretty amazing. Crush and Flight. 4 for a 3/3 flyer seems pretty good. And we're definitely going to have Sapphire and Wild. This elephant thing seems pretty good actually. Yeah, I'm a fan of this elephant. This Terrible Temper is too expensive. Yeah, we want this. Big 3/3 flying elephant. It's a Dumbo. It's a Dumbo card. We want the Dumbo card. I don't know why I'm looking at diamond cards. I'm definitely not in diamond. Ruby Wild. We're definitely not there. Blood and diamond. Could I get one? Sapphire and Wild. Okay, we definitely want this. Sapphire and Wild. There we go. We got one. I don't think we want too many of these curios either. So they're just kind of dead cards that, you know, they can trip eventually. How much is the cantrip? It's 3. So, and it's kind of a ramp. I guess it gives you a little bit of a ramp too, but. Oh, wait. Gain or draw a card. So ramp or draw a card. Yeah, so that's way worse. I thought it was both. Yeah, that's. Yeah. I'm still not sure if I like this ice block thing. It's unblockable this turn. I'm probably going to take the ice block though. It does have a lot of utility. It can stall for a fairly long time, but when someone used it on me, I just kind of was like, all right, it's an ice block. I'll eventually pay it. I mean, it costs 5 to get your dudes out of the ice block. So if they're, especially for the aggro, I could definitely bring it in. Moss Geyser is pretty amazing. Moss Geyser. I don't even. Oh yeah, this guy. Yeah, he seems like he'd be really good. Like, for instance, I could revert an ice block and then get my guy back with him. So, I mean, that's the same cost, but that way I also get a 3/3 body as well. And I can do it in their end step or during combat. So, those things seem really good. Summon a random troop with 1/1. I've seen people use this. It seems like it was okay for them. Definitely don't have those. Don't want that. Skyguard fusion. I had something I could fuse to that, I think. Yeah. We probably want this. This seems interesting, I guess. It's another one of those things where it's every turn after we play it, so and we have to play 4 and then 5, so we might get maybe 3 activations off of it. Unless it gets reverted. I guess we could revert it. Sucker Punch probably. Or or we could do the Defeated Scavenger. If you have a discarded card. I feel like we want the Sucker Punch. I like the Briny Pod, but I don't think I'm going to do enough discarding. I have some discarding. I don't have a lot of discarding to make it happen. Yeah, we're probably combining these Life Drain, this guy with this Alkalite, so we're going to end up with a 6/3 Life Drainer that has Spell Shield. We just need to find a way to give it some evasion. Or just kill everything in front of it and then just swing anyways. I'll get the life drainer. I probably need some more life draining. I think I had something else I could fuse with it. We need to be able to gain life. Not a big fan of this one. I think we counterpick the Frostspasm just because this. I think this is kind of an underrated card, this Frostspasm, because people are like it's a 2/2 vanilla, but I mean when you could play one of these on turn one, and then if you happen to have all like three of them in hand, you could play two of them on turn two, and then buff them somehow. Seems pretty strong. Hey, this thing tabled, and I wanted it anyways. Good. This Idol of Nolzan is probably better than what I think it is. It's a 3/3 for 4 is socketable. I'm sure there's a socket that works really well in there. Another Misfortune doesn't seem that great. Extract Mind is probably what we want. Yeah, we want this one. That's again for the control matchup. We aren't doing that much discarding. We may not actually play our rare card that we drafted on our first pack because we haven't really. I don't know how much discarding we really have. I mean, I guess we are discarding these guys, and that's interesting and good, right? Let's see. At this point, we can counterpick. Destroy target opposing troop. This is never going to happen. I think we want this life drain rage guy. This guy is pretty amazing. The Devoted Exile, I think is really good. I also think this guy is good. +2, +/-1 in flight this turn. We probably want this guy. This guy actually does stuff for us. Makes that life drainer unblockable, right? So that's pretty good. Opposing troop gets -5. That's kind of a big deal in case we need it for removal. It's actually really late solid removal. As long as they don't get buffed, get bigger somehow. Like I say, this guy could be for aggro, the aggro matchup. So I spent a very small amount of time reading through the champions, and so I will say that last week when I played the Ruby Diamond deck, I managed to just play 2 shards, and it was aggro, and I played the one where it randomly buffs a troop in your hand. That was pretty. I think that's definitely a meta champion right now in the draft meta. Let's see, that was this one. Yeah, because it's only 2, and a random troop gets +1/+1, which when you're talking about aggro and the troops are already kind of small, I mean, when you make something that's like a 3/1 into a 4/2 and it only costs 2, it's kind of a big deal because that, you're playing that on turn 2 a lot of times. It's just, it has to be dealt with a lot sooner. You can't let it just sit out there. Kind of a big deal. Let's see. So we could play this one and get a Grapes of Wrath, which doesn't really excite me that much. Troop control, it gets +2 and cost +2. That doesn't excite me too much unless I have a lot of come into play abilities. Get a temporary resource. I don't even know if that's the problem. I don't draft familiars per se, and there's a lot of these guys that need familiars, so I'm never looking for it. How many familiars do I have? 2. That guy's a familiar, and that guy's a familiar. So I think if you were going to play a familiar, you'd probably want between 4 and 6 familiars in your deck. Yeah, this guy doesn't seem like that's what I want to do either. Target opposing card in the controller's hand gets 1. Okay. Draw a card. If you control familiar, draw 2 cards for 6. Let's see. True Troop gets Death Try. Draw a card. Steal a health. If you control a familiar, steal 2. So that's basically trading blows. Not that excited about any of these. I did see Avatar of Lust get played. I don't think that I have any recursion to capitalize on this. I have one thing that can shuffle things into my deck. So that might be worth it, I guess. Not too excited about that. Honestly, this guy might be the best one. This Grapes of Wrath guy. Let's see. That's Diamond. That's Ruby. Sacrifice a troop and buff my troops. Each opposing champion discards a card. And I draw a card. But it costs 7! Man, I don't see that happening either. So it's probably between this guy, the Blackberry Knight, and the Avatar of Lust. Maybe the Manti thing. But all that does is stall. I mean, I guess if I'm playing discard, that helps because I can bounce things and then discard. So maybe that's what I should do, depending on how much discard I have. Opposing cards. So it only is opposing cards. The thing is, this could really backfire because, if they have deploy or come into play abilities, that could be a problem. I'm thinking this guy is probably the most straightforward, but I'll look. We'll make a decision here once we get everything rolling. Turn off Diamond and Ruby and start going to it. So we definitely want these guys. We definitely want this guy, my goodness. So the Life Drainer we want to put with... Fortunately, you can't get double Life Drain. That should be a thing. Double Life Drain, where you double the amount of... So it's like Life Drain times 2. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and fuse these. Ooh, that's getting loud. So Life Drain, Spell Shield, 6/3, and it's Sapphire and Blood. Okay. Can I do it again? Well, I can make 2 of these. Something went wrong. Okay, cancel. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have enough. Okay, so the only ones I can do is... Look at what it did. It's all these icons over there. Okay, so we've got that thing fused. I think we might want to main deck the spoil. Definitely want a False Confession main deck, just one. Maybe that. I'm not sure about the ice block thing. Yeah, unblockable is going to be amazing for our Life Drain Spell Shield troop, so we definitely want that for him. Summon a random troop with 1/1. Definitely want this elephant. Definitely want that guy. Bury cards on the top of each opposing champion's deck equal to discarded cards cost. This is probably not what we want. So if we aren't playing that, then maybe we shouldn't play this. I just feel like I'm not doing enough discarding. The Moss guy will probably just be less cute. We'll do less cute things. The Moss Song. One of those. One of these. Definitely Engulf. Definitely this guy. This guy pulls things back from the crypt. Target resource. Oh, it's part target puts target resource. You know what? Maybe that guy's okay because I'm discarding these, right? Because I discard these cards, so maybe he's okay. Maybe we'll put him in. We'll just see what he does. Play him. Play this guy. I don't think we're gonna win by making our opponent like throw a bunch of stuff in their crypt, but we can see things. Definitely want at least one of those. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna have the right stuff to get where I need to go with this. It's like, what am I finishing with? I should have plenty of things with this guy. Oh, maybe the pleasure tent's okay. This feels like that's gonna be bad. +3/+3. Draw 3 cards, lose 3 health. Oh, what did I socket that guy? I didn't even socket this guy. Control a prismatic troop, you get +1 and life drain. Or sacrifice another troop and give this guy +2/+2 just this turn. Seems like that's not going to be what we want to do. Can't be targeted by opposing cards, cost 2 or less. Ooh, +1 in flight though. That seems pretty good. +2/+2 in crush. I think I'm going to have a lot of prismatic troops, but giving this guy flying seems like the thing to do. How many prismatic troops do I have? 1, 2, not that guy. 3, no, not a troop. Maybe these guys will make prismatic troops, I don't know. 3. I guess I have a reasonable number of prismatic troops. Bury cards, reveal a card, put it in your hand. I mean, it's a 6/2 for 4. How many health do I get with this guy? 24. I mean, maybe it's okay to do 2 attune with blood. Maybe that's okay. We're going to have to pull some things back right now anyways. Right now, yeah, see, I'm like seriously like all ears on this though. As far as if you're going to suggest something else that I do. Blood and wild. Sapphire and blood is going to be the better one. Let's definitely want that one. I'm not sure if I want this one too. Let's look at our cost. Yeah, I guess we can take them both. Go to 16 shards. With the shuffler the way it is, like you can do a lot of things that are kind of like not intuitive. Blood and sapphire. And that thing. I probably should get rid of one card, though. It's just hard to know what's going to underperform. Maybe just one of the Attune with Bloods. I just feel like that I'm going to want them, though. Maybe this guy. Maybe this guy isn't as good as I think it is. Yeah, let's get rid of that guy. The Maltz Creek Witch. Yeah, let's get rid of that guy. Okay, so counting up our shards, we've got 1 wild, 2 wild. We've got 2 wild already. We've got sapphire, sapphire, sapphire. So we've got 3 sapphire. Sapphire is our number 1 that we need. And we've got blood and blood. So 2 wild, 2 blood, 3 sapphire. So that's actually putting us in a good position already. We've got 14 cards we need to put in here. So let's see. Probably go with another blood, and then that should be good. All right. 6 cost, 3 defense seems meh, even with spell shield. Yeah, it's probably not that great. It's probably going to end up just trading with something. Yeah, that defense doesn't help. I mean, are you saying that I should play the 4 cost guy? I'm not feeling very good about this deck right now. Yeah, you're saying I should play the Molt Creek Witch instead? Trades up, gets you a card. Okay. And it's another multi-shard thing or whatever, prismatic. So there is that. We do need prismatic so we can get this guy flying. Yeah. It's kind of how I feel. Like the set's just super. It's good to have things so open though. I mean, I will say that. And so it's a fair amount of reading to make things happen. This guy's probably going to underperform for me though. This pleasure tent thing. Do you have any discard other than the constant? Yeah, I've got a couple of things. I've got, I mean, all of the I've got 2 resources that discard. I've got this guy, the Runeforge Rummager. I've got, what else? I've got the constant. And this guy can give that 6/3 guy unblockable, and so then he's basically, for a turn, he'll be unstoppable, which is nice. It's +3/+3. Yeah, I have to discard to make this happen, this accursed mutation. So that's another discard that I have to do. There's really not a lot that's doing the discarding. I got a bug. I got a bug in the house. Come on, die. It's coming after my sweat. Maybe the Attune with Blood. Or maybe one of the, I mean, the Blooming Curios, though, they should be fine because they should just cantrip, right? Maybe I just play 41 cards. Um, right, yeah, I mean, I can revert the tent. Yeah, you're right. I do have that guy that can revert it later and then it can do some more work. But 1/1s are pretty like, nah, they're just like chump blockers for the most part. I mean, it's basically any troop in existence that has 1 power and 1 toughness is what it'll summon, not any troop and then make it a 1/1. So that's an important distinction. So anything that's not a 1/1 is not eligible. Yeah, maybe this is not that great. It's basically maybe select either this one or take out one of these. So I just don't know that I want to play 2 Attune with Blood. I feel like I'm gonna burn myself into the ground here. But this card also feels like it's a dead card a lot of times. It's just gonna be, it'll fix me a little bit later. And I'm not really gonna get anywhere extra with that compared to other things. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of the archive. I think you're right. It's yeah, for 4, like that used to be okay back in like set 1 when you needed to kind of get places and you're playing 60 cards, but we're only talking about 40 cards here. So let's go ahead and pick a cool sleeve. I'm gonna turn on my air conditioning. Let me know. I need to know if this air conditioning sound is gonna be too much noise. Um, because if it is, then I have to plan ahead for that next time. So I do need to know if that's going to be too annoying for people. I'm basically in a kitchen type area. The kitchen table's behind me. And of course my hex posters are way back on the back wall right now, but hopefully I'll move at some point in time. Yeah, maybe this nice hatchery sleeve. Oh, I thought that was like an ice cave. Maybe not that. What do we got? It's a forest. I want to see a forest with like some trees in it. That'd be nice. Or we could just go with the all. I've always been a fan of this one. Yeah, we'll go with this one. Save. All right, here we go. Let's see. Let's see how these games go. Whew. But yeah, do tell me if there are sound issues with the air conditioning. I do have a directional mic, so it should be pretty minimal. You should hear me over the air conditioning as it's running. I did have it turned off for the first part of this, but it's hot enough that apparently it's going to be too hot in the house. Thank everybody for hanging out here. We've got 60 Apes, Electrical Skate, Eric 512, Hacky Channel, Jolie Paul, or Joel E. Paul, possibly, Koyu, and My Sweet Baxter. So shout outs to all you guys. I know that there's no chat that's overlaid right now. Again, I'm using OBS and I don't have a lot of experience using it. So we'll see what happens. We are basically playing controls, so I guess what are we scared of? Probably fast decks that are playing 1, 2, 3 turns. So they're playing something on turns 1, 2, and 3 right away to just kind of aggro through us. We're trying to stabilize the board state and then, I don't know, find something to do late in the game to win. Maybe kill some of their stuff and just have a good solid win condition that way, but I don't know, maybe this guy will make something that those Grapes of Wrath will get really big. I don't know, maybe. I mean, if anything, at least they're chump blockers, right? I'm also not sure how much fixing we're going to need. So we do have a lot of fixing, I think, for this type of deck. Hopefully we can get a game started here. Man, such as a tempo-driven game Spellstone is. It's just like when your stuff starts dying, like the game is basically over. And when you kill their stuff, the game is pretty much over. There's not a lot you can come back from. This is just frustrating. You try so hard, you get so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. All right, here we go. Game 1, week 2. Go first. Our opponent is playing the Deathcry champion that we passed up playing. We'll keep our hand. Give him a GLHF. And let's see. So does that cost? Cost us 1 to do that, but we can also just play that. We need, that's Sapphire. I should have counted up to see what I need. We need Wild. Do we have Wild? We have Wild there. So I guess I will play this. And play this for blood here. Put a Sapphire Wild Shard in your hand. Let's go and do that. Definitely be drawing a card off of this. We have plenty of shards in hand. Playing a against a PlayStation player. So if I say good luck, have fun, he can't see it anyways. Dealt damage does 2 to you. Speed. I can trade. He doesn't have anything in hand, so yeah, I would make this trade. Sure, I will make this trade. Sure, that's fine. I don't have any troops in hand anyways, and this guy, eventually I can pull back with that other card, so that doesn't seem like that was that great for him. I think I want the wild shard here. Yeah, let's get the wild shard here. Play the wild shard, do the champion ability. Play the curio, get some more wild here. Doesn't really matter. That's fine, we can just get our second wild shard here. And then this, get a blood or a sapphire shard. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this into my crypt because it's just another card I can throw back into my deck. He destroys an 0-1 that's not doing anything to him. Okay. Seems like he should have saved this, but okay. And now he's going to discard a card on top of that. So he basically 2 for 1 to my 0-1. I don't think that's the best decision, but okay. And he discarded a troop, which I guess he can't play because it's 6. Go ahead and discard this. Pick up a sapphire shard. We'll attune with blood here. Or yeah, we might as well. We'll attune with blood here. Our other attune with blood. Things are running pretty slow. Okay. 1 damage to me. He goes 1 for 2 next turn. Counter the next troop, so we really want to leave that up and available. We can do this in his end step. We can play this guy. Yeah, so we'll go and play this guy, and we'll do these in his end step. Not sure if I'm going to block his 2/2 or not. I'd rather have the ability to play Stinkhorn Soup, but whatever. So we'll counter his next guy. Now, unfortunately, we don't have protection for our auctioneer. He's not that big of a deal. Really don't have a lot that's working with him right now anyway, so he's mostly just holding back the damage. So we'll see if he plays something before combat here. We might have wanted to have actually played one of these for Ruby. Played this guy for Ruby with all the other shards we had in hand. So that way we could have gotten more damage off of this. Let's see, I'm not sure what we're going to side in against this guy right now. I'll take the 2 this time. That's fine. Gets +2, +1 and life drain. Okay, great. So, just a little bit more damage. Okay. Great for him. Just this turn, though. Gets +4, -2. Okay, so he's gonna get more life drain. So he's just kind of throwing a whole bunch of stuff into there. And the guy's gonna die in his next turn though. So that seems silly. Oh, I forgot to do my thing in his end step. We'll go and play that. Do I want to attune with blood here? No, I'll just play this guy. Life drain spell shield. Now we can't counter his next troop, unfortunately, by playing that. Maybe we should have held back. We should have sacrificed one of these and drawn a card too. So, a couple play mistakes. I mean, that might be a play mistake. We'll see. Okay, can't target our guy, so we really don't care. We really don't care about this guy. Okay, trade machine we don't care about. Draw a card, 2 gain. Yeah, so this is typically what I see from a lot of PlayStation players where they just haven't played a lot of card games. Or at least that's the way it looks like right now. I'll attune with blood here again. Doesn't have any resources up, so we should be pretty safe to swing in. Get some of our life back here. We can buff our guy. I think I just want to hold up my interrupt here. So I think I'll just be safe. We'll do it the safe swing here. So he's got so much life, there's no real reason for me to try to race him out here. Okay, that's fine. So he's going to debuff one of these guys. If he debuffs this guy, that's fine, because he'll just get bigger. He'll just keep getting bigger. Okay, I don't care about that. So I think he's lost at this point. Opposing troop gets... Oh, I don't even get to choose on this one, though. That's a problem. So we get to counter a dude. He's looking for resources, maybe. He's only got 4. He may not be playing enough resources. Do I really want to counter this guy? Not really. Yeah, that's fine. He can have that guy. I can always destroy him if he tries to buff him during combat. I can always destroy him with Engulf. He's gonna give a death cry. Okay, that's fine. So draw a card. Okay, so I could do this and then that. Sure, let's do that. Wait a minute. Oh, the first time he attacks, that one shot goes. Okay, never mind. I thought that. See, that's me misreading my keywords right there. That's, yeah, lots of play mistakes tonight. Lots and lots. Yeah, so I should have held up my engulf, so that's a play mistake there. That's okay. I think we still win. I mean, we're back up to 21 life. Wasn't I supposed to bury some cards and then get a card back? Did this guy not trigger? Oh, it's a death cry effect. Oh, okay. Man, deploy, death cry, whatever. Let's just let him run his clock down here. Put up to 2 target troops in a crypt, 3 in a play. They get speed, then sacrifice them. Okay. Okay. So I really don't care about this damage at this point because they're both going to get sacrificed. I guess this one at least is going to debuff something. So I guess I can throw my auctioneer at this guy. Well, let's see here. Do I even care? I don't think I care. I just swing back. No, I just take it. 6 damage. So I swing back, so it's a lot more. I can block this guy. Because this guy, if he debuffs him, he won't kill him. I don't really want to trade off anything. His guy's going to die anyway, so. Yeah, okay. So we got a counter ready for his guy. Yeah, I could do the +3/+3 if I wanted to. But I might as well just leave up the counters and just counter every troop now. And just, I've got control of the board, so 4 cards in hand for him, but I mean, I've got counters for days. It's a combat trick, but still it does, close to the same thing. Just gonna call to the grave a guy. Okay. That's fine. So we'll draw a card. What am I doing? 8, 9, 10, 10 a turn. So he's got 2 turns. Looks like he's drawing all of his shards now. Discards an action. I think we'll just say no to that. Unfortunately, we don't have the ruby. Hey, that guy. Hey, I get to do it. We gotta do this, you know. That's kind of a rule here, right? Get to do the thing. Discard a sapphire shard, I guess. Yeah, we milled him for one. Yeah. Yeah, take that. My silent auctioneer. He's a really good blocker, that guy. I guess we'll just hold and interrupt if we have to. Those Grapes of Wrath are pretty good, I guess. They just kind of get bigger. A little bit bigger, you know. He probably knew the interrupt was coming. There's nothing else he could have done. Even if I didn't interrupt him, I think I still would have won. I don't think we make any changes, honestly. Misfortune. I mean, I guess I could put in a Grapes of Wrath instead of that, the guy that's making him discard stuff instead of this guy. That's what I could do. Yeah, I would just play that. Sure. That's fine. Gotta read my cards. My goodness. We progressed through the match pretty quickly, so I should spend a little bit more time. Also, if I have a chance to make Ruby, I should... I mean, I guess I only have one card that really benefits from it. I could have sided in another one if I wanted to, but... It doesn't do that much. It just does 3 damage, so it's a little bonus. They might have disconnected. Ah, the joys of online card games. You never know if they disconnected because there was a connection issue, which I understand that there's a fair amount of connection issues with PlayStation players right now, or if they rage quit sometimes. Like that was a pretty mean game for him to have to deal with. This is not a great hand. We can draw 3 cards, which hopefully will get us to the wild that we need. So it's just a super slow hand, but the way that the game went last time, I don't feel too bad about it. That might be a bad choice on my part, though. Yeah. This is the problem that your opponent wants to see, is when you have 3 shards and you can't get that 3rd threshold that you need. Yeah. 2 damage to you. So that's good for him. So So he's going to get some free damage in for a little while. Plus I have to deal damage to myself just to draw these cards, so this is not looking great. We won't even get to use our champion power. If we draw wild next turn, we're in good shape though, because I can play Pleasure Tent and then play Grapes of Wrath. Or actually, I probably want to go Grapes of Wrath then Pleasure Tent. You know, if we're sequencing. We wanted to play that on turn 1 is what we wanted. We are up a game, so we should be okay, right? Sure. So here's where we're going to play that for Ruby. In case we draw our one card that interacts with Ruby, because we have plenty of Blood and Sapphire. We wanted this to be wild, but it is not. So we will deal. On the plus side, he only has one troop in play right now. I mean, he could have played 3 by now. If he had played 3, then we definitely had little to no hope this match. He does 2. We take another. Basically, we have 4, 7 damage. We'll be at 13 before we can actually do something. Okay, 11 now. 10. So that's kind of puts us in a bad spot. We really kind of need to start dealing with things. We could try to draw 1 card instead of 3. If we draw wild, we're in a better spot because we can play both of these cards and use our champion ability. So if we draw wild here, we're in a good spot. Okay. Yeah, we'll play this for wild. We will do our champion ability. We will play the Pleasure Tent. So this either he may do removal. Like he's pretty aggressive with his removal last game, so we'll see. If he does, we've got this guy. No, that's for resources. Yeah, Tune with Blood is pretty bad right now. Okay, we need 2 blockers for that guy. Take 4. Yeah, this is unfortunate. I'm hoping this is going to be enough. So we got 2 blockers here. This guy can block one of these. He might have a trick here. Random opposing troop gets -1. Oh, it stopped him. Good. Sweet. That's exactly what we want. Basic action speed. So let's go and I can do that in his end step. Let's play this. that. Wild Shard. Play this guy. We'll be in a place where we can swing for a little while, though. So I want to end step this, so that's why I'm saving 3 here. I also have Stinkhorn Soup in case I need it. Here's my Moon Song. Play this. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. And swing. No, I can't swing because this doesn't. This is basic action. I can Stinkhorn get it lethal. I guess I can do that. I can do that. So we can sack this troop here to give this guy rebirth. He doesn't have crush, so like I can throw this guy in front of him. That's fine. And Moon Song. Actually, we could do that. Yeah, Moon Song. Oh, it's 4 cards. Yeah, that's fine. Get a prismatic troop. This guy will be flyer. Tricks, tricks, tricks. Right? I guess you can just keep sacrificing and get rebirth, right? Out of that guy. Doesn't have crush though. So he can do 4, 6, 7, 8. He can do 3. Yeah. I want to draw a card here. You know, let's get the diamond just to see. I got all the shards. All the shards. Or Pharaoh this turn. Okay, I need to be able to counter here, so we're gonna hold up counter. Let's go swing in with that guy. Eventually he runs out of troops, right? Gonna counter that next troop. Yeah, definitely want to get rid of that, but the Blaze Elemental really would have helped out with that guy. Okay. So do like that. So it's like, what does he want to give up here? Of course, if he has a trick, he can save this guy or do some things here. But if he sacrifices this guy, he basically lets me keep 2 troops. Yeah, that's the play to make. He's out of things to sacrifice now, though. Sequencing probably could have been better on that. Could have played this guy first. He needs to pull the guy back. It's kind of a big deal for him to pull that Husker back. I like this guy because you don't need a specific answer to him. Eventually, like we did, we just have more troops than our opponent. But there are some other cards sometimes where like they're powerful cards, but it's like you really just can't deal with them very easily at all. Like that one that was like what was it called? It was a 3/1 flyer. It had life drain, and you could pay 6 life and give it invincible. I forget what it was called, but it was ridiculous. It was really just too hard to deal with. Okay. So obviously, I don't think that was the choice to make. I think he would have gone with the bigger troops, but okay. Just trying to finish and get the damage in, so I'm going to block here, obviously. If you have the ones that draw cards, he should have gone with the ones that drew cards. He's got ones that draw cards in here. He's got this one. It should have been a Flare Imp. Maybe this guy, because he could have done a... I don't know. I think he made the wrong choice. Whatever. Just do this one to deal some damage to him. I'll take 3 here, and that's fine. That's fine. I'll take 3. I want to keep this guy up. That's 7 damage. I probably need to keep a blocker up. There's a chance that he had a buff for his guy, but +4. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah, this mutation is pretty not useful right now. Maybe I should just... I mean, with him having... How many times can he do that? Could he top deck something like that? Maybe I should be sitting instead of trying to deal damage. I'm not in a good spot here. He could actually win here. It'd be easy for him to stabilize. Lamafly. Bees can't block this. I can make my guy into a llama, which would be a beast. Great. So I'll make my guy into a llama, which means he can't block him. That's what he should have done. I'm not sure why he didn't do it. Where's all my extra gas? Yeah, I basically have to do this, right? Swing 6, turn into a llama, swing for 2, that's 8, and then he wins anyways. Pretty much. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the play here. Now the Lamafy is basic action speed, so we should be safe here to do this. So I'd be very surprised if he blocked here. I want to say the Lamafy is basic action speed. If it wasn't, that would really hurt me. Oh wait, it just gets +3/+3, so it stays. So maybe that was better than I thought it was. So that's 6/5. Well, I was gonna Lamafy, it'll become a 2/2, right? So, because it will revert him. I don't know. If it doesn't revert him, we're in good shape. Oh, it reverts him. Okay. Lamafy. I have 0 cards in hand. There's no reason not to Lamafy here. And swing. He may not swing. He might get scared. Wow. Okay. I'm not sure what just happened there. I'll just hold on to this. Oh, he doesn't have the diamond to Lamafy my guy, so he needs to chump block a turn. Wow, I didn't realize that. Didn't even realize that. We'll go ahead and do this. Doesn't matter what I choose. I'll play our grapes just in case something crazy happens, so I have a blocker. In case he draws that thing where he can get two dudes from his crypt. I think he chose the absolute wrong dudes. I think if he chosen the ones that drew cards, he probably could have finished here. Honestly. Yeah. Well, that was lucky. Oh, we get a naive lackey. Okay, so I think we've discovered that Silent Auctioneer is not what we want for this deck. It seemed like it was going to be something cute we could try to do, and it wasn't that great. I kind of almost want a second false confession in here. Either that or spoil. The Moon Song didn't seem to do anything for us. Maybe another Sucker Punch would be okay. Maybe Sucker Punch is what we want, because that's just straight up, that's pretty solid removal, and that was pretty good for us. Yeah, maybe we want the Sucker Punch. I think we want that. Now the Naive Lackey does help us, or is it Naive Lackey? Whatever, not Naive Lackey. The guy. Yeah, this guy. This Auctioneer. He does block aggro. Okay. Some of the 2x troops. Blocks them okay. The troops of that 2 front ends. We still haven't seen this Merry Elephant. 3/3 flyer for 4. Hit the table with crush. So with our buff and this guy, we could make him a 9/6 with spell shield and life drain, and that's definitely more enticing than what we had. And that's permanent, so let's go ahead and try to get another game in here. It's kind of a long game, but I guess this deck's kind of gonna go long. So it's more control-y. Dump cakes. I'm not. Is that a type of cake, or is that something lewd? I don't even know. I wish we could at least say good luck, have fun. You know what we need is we need some emote buttons where you can emote different things just by pushing a button. We need that. That needs to be a thing because this whole like not communicating with the PlayStation players is not cool. This is okay, I guess. We'll keep this, and we're gonna just have to endure this message apparently forever, and I'll not know what's in front of me. That's annoying. Man, that's annoying. We can get blood with this, or wild. I think I want wild. Yeah, we need wild here. So, relog. It'll be gone. Yeah, but I shouldn't have to do that. F4 and relog. Here, I'll F10 the rest of this. Because then I got to swap to like a whole like... different thing. That's just annoying that I have to do this right now. Hold on, we're going to flip over. I can't let you see me log in because that's a security thing. Alright, it's coming up. Yeah, you might. You might try to email me. Well, one half of your login is your login name, so... Here we go. There we go. It's back. There we go. Yes. Bring me back. Wow, we got a ton of people in the channel today. Maybe I should do a giveaway or something. I haven't done a giveaway in a long time. So we could play this Primal Prism for Ruby. That's exciting, right? Because we've already got all our grounds covered. I still haven't looked to see if I have double shards on anything. I don't know that I do. I think I have double blood on something in the deck, but with what we have, I think we're fine. Blood shard or sapphire. So I can get a blood shard out of this. So I guess I might as well do that. I'll do it right now. No, I'll hold. There's things that you can do for 2, so I'll do that in his end step. Really appreciate everyone for hanging out with me. Tons of people in the channel. Someone needs to tell me if the air conditioning is too noisy, because I can turn that off. He's going with the lucky coins, okay. So that's interesting. I don't know if those coins really do too much for you. We're going to get blood here because we have double blood in the deck somewhere, I think. So, play a scavenger. It's kind of sad because the scavenger won't... He'll trigger anyways. Oh, here we go. Blam. And blam. I almost want to... It feels bad to swing with this and then it feels like I'm wasting it. That -1/-1. But... This is probably one of the best pieces for removal you have available in draft, I think. This Engulf. It's -1/-1. Okay. That guy's really good. Okay. So do I engulf that guy and swing? I guess I do. I could just wait. Yeah, I think I want to draw some cards, honestly. Throw this away. I'll go 4, down to 4, go back up to 3, so I'm fine. Yeah, let's just hang out for a little while. I'm going to draw some cards. And we'll just pass the turn back. I didn't want to swing with my guy anyways. Ah, yeah, there we go. We got the sucker punch. That works just fine. So we might take 2 here. I think that would be a bad swing for him, honestly. This troop feels like it's more defensive. Yeah, I don't think I want to waste my removal on this guy right now, honestly. What do you do with him? Nothing. Our troop gets +3 and feral. Okay. So I kind of want him to buff one of his troops with this. Or lucky coins. Okay. I guess. Okay. He can't buff his guy because he doesn't have Ruby. Yeah, I think we want to sucker punch the guy. With our Grapes of Wrath. One resource. Pretty good chance he can't do very much here to deal with this. Now our guy will get -1/-1, but that's okay because as Grapes of Wrath does, they get bigger as the game progresses anyways. That's an interesting choice. Here's where Bloodcloak Terminus does work again. That was for Ruby. We'll swing first. Yeah, thanks, Subrin. He probably doesn't know that he can actually fuse this with another card. Huh. I can make my guy unblockable. That's cute. I can make this guy unblockable. That's what I want to do. I don't think I really even care about these guys. 2 damage, 3 damage. I swing back for lots more damage. He's just going to try to stabilize. So if I play this guy, and then the following turn play this guy and give him unblockable life drain spell shield, that seems pretty good. And I can do that turn after turn. This can be a 3-turn. Basically, he can't. Yeah, he's unblockable for 3 turns, and yeah, the game's over. Ruby or Wild. There's that Ruby shard for his ability. I kind of want to trade this guy out though. This 6/2. This guy doesn't block anything. We don't block with this guy because there's going to be tricks. Tricks are for kids. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't even want to attack. I wouldn't either. Play that. Get another grapes. Got any grapes? Play this guy. Kind of. I could probably play this guy at this point. Because if he had removal, he probably, maybe he, we'll be safe. We'll play this guy. Give this guy unblockable. Yeah. Life Drain Spell Shield 6/3 seem kind of meh until you give it unblockable with Party Crasher. And you could play these cards in just Sapphire and Blood. You don't need to play Wild like we're playing here. We might as well Moonsong here because it's only 4 cards. And we have exactly 4 cards. Okay, it doesn't matter to us because our guy's unblockable. So if we do this for 2 more turns, he's basically dead if he can't gain any life. We're also getting to a place where like we really don't care about the damage he does, so we don't even really have to set up blocks and worry about tricks and that sort of thing. This might be a little bit counterproductive with the Moonsong that we just did, because we could end up throwing cards from the Moonsong back into our crypt that we want to draw, so we draw cards and still get to play them, etc. We'll probably just kill one of his guys to trigger their thing next time. He needs to kill, yeah, that thing. Yep, yeah, he needed to do that. That's a big deal. That's okay though. This guy can do virtually the same thing with our guy once he gets the chance to swing. He's just not in a position to swing at all here. At least he shouldn't feel like he can. Sucker punch something. So yeah, here we go. Sucker Punch plus our guy. It gives him flying too. So why not, right? Swift Strike, probably is worse. This guy with the random could actually hit our Spell Shield guy if he swings, but if he does swing, like, it's a bad block, so seems bad. So he has to deal with this guy. If he doesn't, then we're just gonna clean house next turn. Basically, on the swing, we can give all of our guys feral, so they need they have to be blocked by 2 troops, which means that he can only block 1 dude, and he'll take 3, 6, 12, 18, 21 minus 6, so probably 15 damage. Yeah. Yeah, he needed to be able to deal with that guy. Seems pretty good. I guess we're going to game 2. I don't think I changed anything, honestly. No. I think the coins cards are really holding him back a little bit. You like swinging with everything I had. I guess I never look at that. I always look at what's the safest play for me to keep board state. But yeah, I probably could. You're probably right, Zubrin. I probably could have just swung with everything because wouldn't have mattered. I mean, I guess killing the Swift Strike guy, yeah, puts me in a good position where there's like not. It's going to be a trade, 2 trades there. So yeah, I could have probably swung with everything and not given him an extra turn. Sometimes it does come down to that. You're right. It's important to look at things like that. Give them as few turns as possible, right? Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Super. I just look at safe swings too much. I think I play too safely. I don't play aggressively enough. Right. Well, I think you still would have been right though. I mean, how many different troops could he kill in one turn? No, I don't think so. I had a lot of health there. Blood and sapphire. We need blood here, so this is okay. We need wild, unfortunately. We're going to keep this. We're up a game, so we can chance it, but without wild, we might be in some trouble here. We also need a 4th shard, so this is kind of a bad hand for us, but we are up a game. So draw wild here, and we're in good shape. No. Okay. We do have a couple of turns to get there, though. I'm just going to go ahead and do this now, just so that way I don't forget to do it later. At the end of his turn or whatever. Very few actions that cost 1. We actually can cast none of the cards in our hand right now. I like this guy. I'm a big fan of that, this guy, the stab stick. For aggro, especially if you're going to play aggro. There we go. We don't have a play here anyways, so we're going to go and get our wild shard now. There we go. Yeah, this set definitely wants you to play the third shard, I think. To play 3 shard draft decks with the amount of fixing and then the amount of dual shard cards, or what they're calling prismatic cards. There was a question last week from YouTube where someone asked me what prismatic cards are. And they're just simply cards with 2 or more shards on them. Well, we get to play this guy. Or gal. I guess it's a gal. It's a witch, right? If it was a male, it would be a take 3 here. It would be a warlock, right? So that doesn't feel too bad because we didn't. He's using his flying and he won't have it again now, so that doesn't feel too bad to me. There's no reason I'll use this Moon Song right now. It's because we don't have 4 cards in our crypt. So we'll just sit on our hand here. Sit on our hands here, maybe. The Topiary Sculptor is going to be good to bring back another shard for us to help us keep moving forward with that. Topiary? Topiary. I thought that I looked like an L. It was like Toplare. Toplary. It's like Leisure Suit Larry, and then there's Top Larry. Right? Yeah. Of course. Take 1. It's not so bad. I don't feel bad about that. Second main phase. Hopefully no troop. Nope, he's got a troop. He's playing a horned giraffe, which is, I don't know, still probably not the best. Doesn't really matter which shard we play here. So we'll just play blood. We'll play this. I'm thinking this guy was a good choice. The Blackberry Knight, yeah, getting that extra body is really good. So sequencing, I can play either one of these first. Probably the best one is the witch. Yeah, right now, because the witch now will work really well with our Moon Song. So that's good. And we'll still buff our guy after we play the Scavenger next turn. So we can play Scavenger, Moon Song next turn. And if he attacks, we'll go ahead and, we'll trade here. Or we'll just get it executed. And get in a tune with blood, sure. I've got a blocker for this guy, I guess. Take 2. That doesn't feel too bad. He's got 4 cards in hand. I feel like I'm in a good spot. I could sucker punch next turn, actually. I could sucker punch his giraffe. And then fly over where it was. Oh, down to 3. I'm feeling pretty good about this game right now. Okay, take 2. Yeah, sucker punch, our guy will have a 4 front end and a 6 back end. Kill blades, whatever. Do I even need a sucker punch anything right now? I kind of need to get cards out of my hand is what needs to happen. Yeah, it's fine. It's only... It's fine. Especially with him out 0, there's no chance of a counter trick here, and sometimes with these, things can get a little bit hairy, where your opponent kills your guy in response or something. Taking 2 is okay here, right? Yeah, I think it's okay. He's only got 2 cards in hand, so we're going to take the 1 off of this Killblade no matter what anyways, so that's fine. We got this if he plays something that's actually problematic. Great. I'm glad that I swung. Because, yeah, that's fine. Get 2 a turn. We can take that for a very long time. Still waiting for this to happen. This hasn't happened. This didn't happen last game. He should have buffed before combat. I have 1 resource. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know how that works. Can interrupt the next troop if we could play something for 2. I don't think I want to draw cards. I think we just go Sculptor thing. Yeah, play a resource. That way we can play a resource here. Keep playing them resources. And we can block this guy or take 1, whatever. Yeah, this guy's kind of a big deal, I think. He's probably a pick 1 through 4 kind of card. If you had a really crappy rare, you could pick him on pick 1. If you really want to go wild. Why not swing with the Killblade? Rage and Crush. That's pretty solid combo there. That's definitely engulf worthy. That guy. Definitely worthy of an engulf. Why won't you swing with the Killblade? Play that. This is quick action speed, so we can do it on his turn, and then we can also hold up our counter. So I guess we might as well do that. So yeah, we'll just hold up. We'll just hold up here. So we got 2 quick action speed removal pieces that we can do. Fortunately, we don't have the ruby to make this false confession happen as far as the damage dealt. But you know, you can't get everything all right. Can't always get what you want. But you could try sometimes. Oh, okay, that guy. Fine, I will get another resource. No, sir. You cannot have that. Skyguard Rage 2. 5 backhand is what really hurts me there. Destroy my troop, that's fine. And I will destroy his troop. So Moonsong here. Let's get that guy back. Destroy troops. Destroy troops. Put cards back in my hand. Those all seem good. Yeah, I'm just gonna play both my dudes, and then I've got Attune with blood next turn. Pack 2, getting the Fateful Alpha is really kind of a big deal. That's definitely a card where it's like, I would think if I saw it on the opposing deck, I'd be like, oh man, you picked up that rare? Kind of a big deal. So 16, I feel pretty safe doing the Attune with blood. Should be okay. Swing for 10. Hey, there's my guy. When I play it, I get to draw a card. So let's go and draw a card. Why not just wait for combat? Why is he doing this? I just don't get it. I don't know what's happening. Get a Sapphire Shard, I guess. Swing away, we'll give everybody, can't be blocked except for by 2 guys. Oh, is it both? Or is it, oh, it's lethal and feral. Holy cow. That's just rude. Yeah, that guy's kind of a problem. 3/2 Swift Striker is pretty good. That might hold me up a bit. Actually, I guess I can swing with the Grapes of Wrath, right? At least. We're about to get another Grapes of Wrath here. takes them forever to like pass priority on stuff. Oh, there we go. There's that sucker punch we were looking for. So we will sucker punch. He doesn't have a response here, so smack that guy. So we could do lots of flying damage here. We just swing away, right? Pretty much. Yeah. Stack's doing pretty well. Can't complain, that's for sure. We'll take a quick bathroom break and then we'll see if we can get our last match in. I'll go to bed. So I'll be right back. Okay, last match of the night. See if we can finish up strong, get our third win in here. Majadora. Let's see, shout outs, right? So we got 60 Apes, Acreza SC, Biznatch, Burnt Alive Corpse, Crusader Huggle, Dr. Wiggly, Electrical Skate, Elendil, Eric512, Hacky Channel, Joel Paul, Majadora, Maquiavel TV, My Sweet Baxter, Norigar49, Plazukas, Skadhaya, and Zubrin. I know it's really late, at least it's about to be here. It's about to be midnight here in the central time zone, so appreciate everyone for staying up so late, hanging out. This will get pushed out to my YouTube channel, and I'll make it, it'll be multiple different videos. It won't just be one big long stream, so I'll try to edit it a little bit. There was a problem, of course, with the last game. I don't know if I can do local recording with OBS. Like I said, hopefully I'll be able to sort my money situation out soon and pay for XSplit again. So like we said, streaming costs money. To do it well, I would say. Just to stream, anybody can get a camera and a computer, whatever. Kind of hungry, but I shouldn't eat. It's really way too late to eat. Yeah. You don't want to feed gremlins after midnight. You also don't want to feed yourself after midnight. Let's see what's going on over here in Spellstone. I can do maybe one or two things over here while I'm waiting. Do some Spellstone while we wait here. There we go. Definitely want to spend these adventure point things. Yeah. Playing against the computer, of course, is a little less problematic. You can see how their cards are not leveled up like mine are. Like this guy's only dual fused and he doesn't have all of his stuff yet. So it's tiered in such a way where you're gonna feel good because they're kind of like letting you win. Of course, I've been playing long enough now that my account has some nice stuff on it. So it's just spend a ton of time playing or pay to win type of thing. But the pay to win side of this game is not reasonable. It's definitely for whales. So I haven't put any money into it. And that's the thing is, I mean, I guess it's a good game. It's okay for what it is. It's very casual. But I haven't seen a lot that said to me, you know what, here's what I would like to really pay for in this game. But yeah, I'm basically, you just grind. It's just a grind fest is really what this game's all about. Oh, here we go. Let's turn off the spellstone here. We're gonna win this match anyways, pretty easily. Here we go. Round 3 versus a non-PlayStation player. We'll go first, of course. Give him a GLHF and draw the worst hand we've seen so far in this deck. So I think we have to throw this one back. We have no plays. We have 2 shards. Looks pretty bad. So we're going to replace our hand. Our opponent's also playing the same champion we're playing. This is a lot better. We'll keep this one. So we'll probably open up Prismatic for something. We can go Sapphire because we need Sapphire here. Yeah, we need the Sapphire. So then we've got Rummager. The problem with Rummager right now is we need all of our shards. We need all these other cards right now, so it might be kind of bad. Or if our opponent's just going straight aggro with a ton of Grapes of Wrath and that sort of thing. So we have to play the Rummager because we need a blocker for his Grapes of Wrath. Yeah, so I hate throwing away this Merry Elephant because it hasn't got its time to shine, but I think that's what we want. We really want the removal here, the Sucker Punch. If we draw our shard, we can play it. We don't have a shard to play this or the Elephant, so the choice was between those two. We need both of these. I guess we also can't play this Fateful Alpha, so maybe that would have been a choice too there. So really, we only have one more play in our hand without drawing another shard. So that's kind of bad. Gets a random boon. What did it get? I don't even know what its boon is. Oh, it's Rowdy. Okay, so we gotta wait. Play the Blood. Play the Scavenger. I think I swing here, right? Guy's already done his job. I'm fine with trading these because this guy's got boons coming, and that guy's gonna get bigger, so making a trade here would have been good for me. I'm basically trying to get him to trade. We got Sucker Punch next turn though, so that's good. So we'll probably go after this guy. Because those boons could be really good for him, especially Swift Strike. Swift Strike would be really good. That'd probably be the best one to get if he's going to get a boon off of this guy. That's actually really good. This guy's actually really good. He's in Diamond and I'm in Blood. We're playing similar decks. I'm really surprised he didn't play anything. I'm really happy because I don't want this guy to give people stuff. So hopefully there's no trick here. Play this, of course. Yeah, that's fine. We can do it with this guy. Hopefully there's no response. +1/+1 invincible. Okay. Well, we still get to swing. And so that's actually good because that could have been a blowout for us to have had to deal with that. So that was really lucky that that just happened. We also made that guy smaller. Not small enough that he's going to die, unfortunately, but he is smaller now. Okay. Yeah. And this guy is really good too. I think that guy was underdrafted in my draft last week. That's why I picked up like 3 of them. It's really good. Not sure why he went with the smaller one. I think I would have gone with that guy so he could have got swung for some damage here, but yeah, we need the blood for that. Do we have a swing here? We can swing with this guy. It's not great. Sure. Okay. Why wouldn't he play that first? Oh boy. Oh boy, that's bad for us. I think he just won. Oh boy. We are flooding hardcore now. I think he just won, because he'll give this guy flying. That guy gets bigger. Yep. I think if I would want to make any changes to the deck right now. It feels like we won the first 2 games because we played against PlayStation players that aren't very good at games like this. That's what it feels like right now. And now we're playing against someone that actually knows what they're doing. We need a blood shard. Badly. But I think it might be too late, honestly. Because we're taking 6 a turn in the sky that we can't deal with. I think what I need is probably put the revert -1/-1 card in for these Grapes of Wrath. That's kind of a big deal. Because that's where his buffs are going. Definitely want that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just lost. Now we could have been blown out a lot earlier, so with that invincible card. Yeah, the Stinkhorn Soup's not going to be helpful here. No, that doesn't matter because he's got the 3/3 Swiss Striker. Okay, there's really not a lot I can do here. 6, 7, 8, 9. We're done. Yep. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do. That's a lot of flying. Okay. We definitely want spoil. Countering things seems really good. Shrink might also be good here. Yeah, we needed that elephant, my goodness. We needed that guy kind of a lot. Alright. It's almost 3-0, Yassi, but it's kind of... My first two players really, it was very apparent that they didn't know what they were doing. So it's not really a 3-0. If I were to win it, if I beat this guy, then it'll feel good because he knows what he's doing. But the last two didn't. Also, we had a bad hand on the last game, so that didn't help either. Let's see. We have an interrupt there. 3-0 is 3-0. Yeah, I mean, I did think about that too. We have double blood somewhere. I could play this for Ruby. And then I've got that. Sure. That's fine, right? Let's do that. Pew, pew, pew. Now he's like, Ruby. Oh boy. Mostly doing that so we can get the 3 damage when we counter. But he does have some quick plays. Last turn he had Grapes of Wrath turn 1. Oh, which is really good. You're trying to aggro out like that. We need double blood, so we're going to play this for blood. It's greedy because I want my charge before he gets his. I'm in counter position, so as long as I can counter on turn 3, I'm fine. I mean, it would not be nice to have Grapes out there for the counter, but Should I be? Oh, I played Blood instead of Sapphire. Ugh, that's frustrating. I wasn't looking at what I was doing. So I'll draw a card. Yep. For some reason I thought I had Sapphire. Sapphire and Blood look really close to me. Also, I'm colorblind, people. We need to be able to counter here. So I'm just going to hold up my counter. This guy doesn't actually block that guy at all very well. This guy can trade with him, but... Interesting. Okay. So I'm just going to hold up counter here until I can start playing things and counter. Because he's afraid to swing for whatever reason. Because he thinks that I have a trick. Okay. He's shard screwed. Yeah, he is shard screwed, you're right. Yep, you can't have that. That's 5-4. We want to play the elephant or the attune with blood first. Let's play this first. And I'll play that. Choose an action, artifact, constant, or troop. Champion discards a card of the chosen type. So I'm going to make him start discarding his troops. Do I get to look at his hand? I think we need to deal with this guy. flying or that. I think I want the flyer. Just play this and get the flyer. Kind of feels bad because I want to get value out of my topiary, but okay. We got lucky because he got shard screwed here. A win's a win, like we said earlier, but I think given enough games, like his deck is probably better than mine, so game 3 will be interesting. I mean, unless something really crazy happens right now, which could. We just swing away here, right? Could give his guys +1/+1 invincible, but he's still taking 5, 6, 7, 5. Yeah. Yeah, he just got shard screwed. That's all. So not really a fair match, but he did stabilize. I wonder if we want to glaciate here, maybe. Some of this stuff is just like, I need to deal with it, and that does do that. Yeah, maybe that over this. Yeah, yep. Yeah, that's what I think too. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, the +3/+3 is nice, but it's probably just not gonna be what we want. Yep, good. Keep slow. It's the first time we're seeing Moss Geyser. If he, no, he doesn't have turn 1 grapes, so that's good for us. So, Sapphire. Yeah, definitely. Because we can revert 3 of them. Yeah, especially if he gives them flying. No reason to shrink any of these guys. If he has something that's like on damage, that's probably the better target, or if there's flying or something like that, that's when I want to start shrinking stuff. Double grapes and buff, and the one that gives them 1/1 troops. It's pretty good. So like, yeah, this thing could create a 1/1 troop that has like a proc on damage, and that's problematic for us. So I expect him to try to play a 4 drop or something for 4 here to proc this. Nope. Interesting. 2 damage is not too much to take every turn. We have the shards, so I feel okay not playing the Tomb with Blood and just playing the elephant here. We've got blocker now. flying crush blocker. Two random cards from your crypt in your deck gain 2 charges. And that guy also gets Swift Strike when you have Prismatic, which he doesn't have Prismatic yet. This deals combat damage. Gets Gladiator too. That's not good. Spoil works on all of his grapes. Sucker Punch this guy and then swing seems like the play here. He doesn't have any response. He has a 5/4. I don't know if I'm worried about that guy or not. 5 damage. I'm ahead, right? I can shrink him if I have to later. I don't want to kill this guy because, yeah, we'll just shrink him. So I think we Sucker Punch here and push. See if he swings. We actually take all the damage here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot, and it might be more if he plays something. Could just revert his field. Take 5. That's fine. Spoil that guy. Okay. Kind of waiting for him to run out of cards before I revert all his stuff. I'm a little bit worried about playing this. Okay, well that's good. I don't think I'm going to swing this turn. I think I'm just going to wait. I'll just sit on the board because I feel like something big's going to happen here. I think he's ramping up for something. And I'm at 13. It's not a very good place to be. This guy and that guy. Yeah. I'm hoping he doesn't have any tricks here. That's good. If we take 3, we can swing back for 5 in the air, so... Plus these guys are going to get bigger. That's interesting, nothing happened there. Let's do that. Destroy it, draw a card, discard. That's good. Yeah, that's good for him. Unfortunately, this guy can't attack right now. The Swift Striker up. He's really thinking about making this block. 2 cards in hand. 3 resources. If he had the Invincible, I think he would have played it already. He's probably thinking about whether I have other tricks in my hand or not. Six, 6 is bad for me. Yep. He's pumping his guys back up. We're on defense again. Three in the air. Yeah, because then I swing back for 5. I'm supposed to discard that Root of Instinct. So if we swing with this guy, yeah, I think that'll be it. We should be good to go. Just swing the house next turn. Because he can only block one of these. Oh, I'll gain 6. Plus everything's going to have lethal. He shouldn't swing at all here. He could swing with a 6/6 maybe. Nine, nine. GB controls attacks. +1/+1 all sounds. Okay. I think he has to swing here. Okay. Well. So, block. Jump block here. There, he's got to have this trick. I mean, I have to make all these blocks. 3, 4, 6. Oh, I have to block it with 2 troops. Oh, man. Does this guy have crush? No. Do I take 9 here? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel like I just lost, but if he gives everything invincible, it's a blowout here. I can't crack back because I think it also gives him +X+X. So like, let's just say it was +6/+6. Yeah, it's happening. I'm losing it. I'm losing. I'm getting blown out. There's nothing else I can do. Nine, 10, 11, 12. He only needs to buff this guy by 4, but I do gain 6 here as long as this guy doesn't get enough Swift Strike to kill him. So if he gives this guy 2 more points to kill this guy somehow, then he only needs to give... Yeah, so here, let's see here. Up to X target troops get +1/+1 invincible. Yeah, that's what I knew. I knew that was happening. It's over. Yep. And if I had a counter, that would have helped, but at least I'm holding a card where you had to think about it. Yeah, I got a Sapphire Shard now. Yeah, take that. I kind of knew. That's fine though. Like that's good play on him. I didn't have a single counter that could have countered that because every counter I have is only for troops. So it's one of those things. How am I still alive? I don't think he did it right. It doesn't matter. I still lose because I don't have enough troops to deal with his board state. I can't stop all the damage. So whatever. The only thing I could hope for is maybe he'll play a troop here, and then I can deal... No, I can't even deal 3 damage because I don't have Ruby. Well, if he gave him Invincible, it would have been fine. The 4-3, it does lethal, but if you have Invincible, it doesn't matter. So, I don't feel too bad about that draft as far as the last game. I do feel like he had the better deck. So, he definitely edged me out there at the very end. And it is 15 minutes past